88 Buick LeSabre T-Type with a 3800. And I knew it had threw the rod out the back of the block, but I didn't realize that it had made a window straight through the son of a bitch. That's it. I can put the light back there. See the light coming through? Yeah. And we went to pull the starter, which was cracked, and that's when all the pieces of the engine block started falling out. So in case you're wondering, this car ran and drove in here. I mean, it drove in here. It was just clattering.
It sounded like a airplane.
Oh God, I didn't realize it was gonna be that bad. Keep going.
3 of them.
There's the piston just stuck up in there. So me and Dad are popping a Fel-Pro oil pan gasket on our 88 Buick LeSabre T-Type engine that we're putting together. And this blew my mind. So show them real quick this pin. And it comes with 4 of them. And you thread these into the holes on the oil pan. Just like this. And this is part of the kit. And then the gasket that they give you goes up around. You line it up with the holes.
Shall we turn up that?
Yeah, hold on. So then you just push it up like that, and it holds the gasket. It's leaning a little, but that's fine. It holds it up in place so that it won't fall. And then these work as guides for the pan to just push right up on there. So you line up the pan with the holes. Boom. And look, it will hold the damn oil pan. So now you just put all your bolts in it, thread these back out, and you're done. Good morning, TikTok. Just a little update on what's going on today. We've got a Nissan Frontier in here with a water leak that was here on Friday. This Saturn Ion thing is back in here for, what was this, AC leak?
AC leak and a O2 code.
And an O2 code. Then over here, we've got another Ford Ranger, because the car lot loves Ford Rangers. And this guy features the 3-liter Vulcan pushrod V6. And it has blown its head gaskets. Just pukes cooling out everywhere, runs hot immediately. It looks like someone might have put some, maybe some liquid glass or something in it at one time to try to stop it. The truck itself is in really, really good shape besides the engine, and only has a $171 on the clock. So we went and picked up a new motor for this thing this morning. We're gonna yank this guy out and stab the new motor in. Hopefully I'll have it done today. Well, everything breaks down eventually. You couldn't have picked a cooler day to break down? It's a little hot to be broke down today, Dylan. Could we put this on pause till September? Yeah. Just drive something else.
I don't have nothing else to drive.
I'll find you something. And you just filled it up with gas. 37 gallons and the fuel pump died.
That's how it goes.
We going in the shop or? Customer wants an engine put in this. Raggedy little Cobalt. Look at this thing. It's got a little rust in it. It's been wrecked. It's got bald tires. Front end's all banged up, and they want a motor put in it. The hood won't latch all the way because he's wrecked it in the front before. Supposedly it's only been sitting like a month, but I think it's been like 6. The floors aren't too bad, but the rockers are gone. The inside's rough, to say the least. It's got a nice smell. Ugh. It's a smell you can taste. And we're gonna have to put a motor in this thing. So if you want to see a motor go in a Cobalt, little Ecotech, stay tuned. Great. So there used to be a brand of motor oil that was very popular because people said their cars wouldn't leak oil or anything when they used it. And the reason it didn't leak oil is because it pretty much turned to sludge, like snot. And If you know what kind of oil I'm talking about, leave it down in the comment section below. We'll see how many people know what I'm talking about. But this is what happens. This is a old GM V6. Look at this. This is the valve cover, in case you were wondering. But yeah, look at that. It's like chunky black jello. So the first junkyard motor we pulled was full of sludge to the point we weren't going to take a gamble trying to reuse that one. And here's the second junkyard motor we picked up that was completely froze up and it won't turn. Drop the pan and the motor's just rusted. Everything's just completely rusted inside. And this is what's in the pan. Nice brown caramelized water with some little rust turds floating around in there. And yes, you can clean an engine out to an extent, but when you pay for a running engine, I'm gonna get a running engine. So trip number 2 to the junkyard. We'll get another one. Third time's the charm. So back to our motor that gummed up because of some random brand of engine oil. There you go. If you want your car to quit leaking, just run whatever that brand was that I asked you guys to guess what it was. This is what it does. Yeah.
I mean, there's enough icing on that, you can make a cake.
Yeah.
I mean, that look like chocolate cake.
Might be a shit cake, but... Oh, I can smell it. Look how thick that is.
I mean, I'm telling you, you can make a damn cake with that. You can ice a cake.
Look.
It looks like a devil's food cake in there. That's what it was. Had an oil leak and they poured cake. I'm close to late this afternoon. Let's go and get it loaded back up.
Look at that.
Where'd you get it?
There's no way.
Forbidden Jello.
The forbidden Jello.
Fram filters.
PSA, if you own a Honda CR-V, a Chevrolet Avalanche, or a Jeep XJ, watch this video. We're gonna make all this faded trim go from this to this. You can even see where I started on the side of the door. And you're gonna need to find you a heat gun, just like this one here. These can be bought for about the same price as a gallon of bootleg alcohol. So these things have 2 settings on them. Right there you'll see off, you have low, and then you've got center of a hot pocket that was cooked 10 seconds too long. So let's go ahead and put it to that one. It won't take long and it'll be at the same temperature your wife takes her showers. And when it starts doing that, you can literally just run this thing right across the bumper. Start bringing all the color back. And it'll work on any other trim on the vehicle that's faded. Make sure you don't hold this in the same spot for too long and use it at your own risk. Good luck. Chevrolet, Oldsmobile, Chevrolet, Dodge, Chevrolet, Dodge. But the coolest thing about old cars? Making new friends. Look at him go.
It's a snailer.
This dude's been on a ride of his life. Come down the interstate on this trailer behind a rollback 90 mile an hour.
That's the original Gary.
That's the original Gary. That's the OG right there. Car looks like it came from under the sea. Look at him go though.
He moving. Faster.
Little dude's making tracks. It is. It's faster than the car.
Well, he lands
Hey buddy.
Boy, leaving a snail trail
Look
from
at
hell.
him go.
Oh,
He's
man.
moving.
Snail.
Normally they just come with bees. So that was pretty cool. 93 Chevrolet 1500 rear end replacement. Completely locked up. New rear end. Let's get it swapped. Sheared the whole end off, took the nut and everything. Yeesh.
Either way, it's the same to me. The right reason.
Almost ready to drop. Keep going. All right. And the new rear end is now bolted in place. Time to change out all this bad hardware.
turned over.
Looks like the rear end worked to me. I have been working on this GMC 1500 high top conversion wheelchair van. That is a damn mouthful. No dirty jokes. And my part just finally got shipped in about 5 minutes ago through TechSmart. They're of no relation, so I got no discount. What they did bring me was this bad boy. This is your distributor for this 5.7 Vortec 350 that is in this truck. It's the flat top style, prongs on the side with no internal coil. Except for the pickup coil, of course, but that's not the same. Now I'm going to take the top off, line the rotor up, set this motor in time, put this bad boy down in that hole, and hopefully this top end rebuild is finished on this van and it will run. So let's do it. And now we'll see if it worked. Damn GM keys, come on. Hey! Looks like we've got a runner. Now we can button it all back together, test drive it, and send it on back home. Awesome. So I just got the new motor put in our Tahoe, and because it's been in the shop, it's been, you know, dirty and dusty and grimy from sitting and having a motor put in it. Cody decides he's going to wash it today. So let's check on it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Got his garden hose run over there. Hey Cody! You missed a spot. He's still watching it. Oh God. Literally, the minute he got his bucket and his soap and all this stuff together, boom, bottom just fell out. So we're working on a 2011 Impala. And besides the broken blend door that's clicking, Dad chunked a wheel bearing on the driver's side, fixed the transmission leak where the cooler lines connect up, because supposedly it has a new transmission in it, and they didn't replace the fittings, so they were leaking. Well, he wanted us to look at the door. He said the door was about to fall off. When you open it, see the drop? But my favorite part is it broke a bolt off in there, and the other two bolts are loose. So we got some options. And then I noticed the door in which the angle it was open. Normal, normal, still about normal. 90 degrees. Literally, look at that. It opens all the way. You can just walk straight into this damn thing. So my buddy McDaniel just brought me his 2005 Suburban to work on. And ironically enough, I actually sold him this Suburban like a year ago. He had to have it towed in because the wheel on the passenger side was making a horrible noise, and then all of a sudden it quit rolling. So he proceeds to drive it back to his house without the wheel spinning until the wheel folded in and blew the tire. Here is the wheel that he drug on the ground until it popped. And I mean, it just, oh my God, look at this rim. What had happened was the wheel bearing on the passenger side just came apart. And he just kept driving it. And there's more metal shavings from the rim up in the brake caliper. And then here's the wheel bearing assembly. Even the caliper bracket and the rotor. He sent it all right. Can you please make a video of the engine running? Okay. 1949 Cadillac, and this is a cold start for the day. So you go over here and you turn your ignition switch to on. Wait for all the gauges to come up. Tap the accelerator pedal just a few times. Press the button. And there she goes. Let's go listen. Quiet as a church mouse. Isn't it wonderful? Gauge is installed. Key on. It starts in park. And another one has come back to life. 77 with a 302. Power brakes, no air conditioning. Power steering. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's alive.